Hey guys, welcome back to another flight attendant vlog. So I got called for a trip. It is April 3rd and the last time I talked to you it was April 1st and I was on a trip, and I was hoping they wouldn't call me because I am on reserve, which means I am on call, and they called me this morning for a trip. They called me for a 3-day trip. And you're probably wondering why I don't have my uniform on, and that is because our first flight today got canceled, so we are deadheading. So what deadheading is it is a term that is used for flying but not working the flight. They're flying us to Dallas, but we don't have to work it. We are acting as passengers. We won't have to work the flight there because they already have a crew working that flight. We're gonna get on this flight. It's like completely empty. And guess who's on my trip? My buddy bidder again. And it's so weird because we were both on call, and he calls me this morning and he was like, did you see, like, we got a trip? And I was like, what? And we got on the same exact trip. We didn't like bid for this at all. We both just randomly got called for the same trip again. So that makes it much better. We go to Dallas tonight, just one leg there, we lay over, and then tomorrow we have a bit of a longer day. So yeah, it's just one leg to Dallas today. We can sleep, we can eat, we can watch TV, we can do whatever we want on the flight, and then we lay over there and we start our workday tomorrow. Hey guys, what's up? So we just got on the aircraft. We are on the Airbus 321 today, and I am the number 4, so this is my jump seat where I will be sitting. We are going to San Diego. We are in Dallas. We're gonna go to San Diego, we're gonna come back to Dallas, and then we're gonna go off to St. Louis. So it's a bit of a long day. It's cold in Dallas. I didn't know it got this cold in Texas. I just cleaned off my jump seat and everything that I pretty much touch. We have about 20 people on board, which is, I mean, a pretty good amount for the amount that we've been having. So yeah, so we're gonna head to San Diego, and hopefully it's a nice quick turn, and then we go off to St. Louis where we have about a 19-hour layover, so that'll be really nice. Roger is back here. He's the number 2. Where's Roger? Hi. 10 more minutes till boarding. Our trash can's not working. I'm going to load the flight. So Starbucks was actually open at the airport, and I got 2 shots of espresso over ice. I'll add Premier Protein. I put it in my shots of espresso, and it literally is like a caramel macchiato. Cheers! This shows us all of the seats taken. So blue is taken and gray is empty. And wow, we actually have a good amount of passengers. This is like the most I've seen in a while. So we just made it to Dallas. We have 2 hours of sit time, and then we go off to St. Louis. The funniest thing just happened. Whenever you're flying into Dallas, they have like troopers meeting the flight, and they had it last night when we came in. If you are traveling, you have to have documentation, like you have to have paper saying that you will self-quarantine for 14 days, and I think like you have to have your passport and like all these forms. But crew doesn't need it. They just need their crew badge. So So we walk up the flight and my hands were full. So like I had my suitcase in one hand and my crew badge in the other, and I was and my phone, and I was trying to show them. So I showed it to one officer, but I like walked away. So another officer asked me, I don't even know how to tell this story. So the other officer says to me, "Have you got your badge?" He says it in a British accent. I couldn't tell if he was actually British or not. I was so flustered in the moment that I don't know why, but like it was just word vomit. And I showed him my badge and I said, "I've got me badge." The other troopers just start dying laughing, and in my head I'm like, oh my god, like you just made fun of a state trooper. Like that's pure for serious reasons. I think I'm just too tired. We had 2 3-hour flights. I'm tired. I'm delirious, so everything's funny to me. So after this sit time, we are gonna head to St. Louis. I think it's a short flight. It should only be like an hour and a half. And we will get there, and then we have our nice long 20-hour layover. We will see you in St. Louis. We just made it to St. Louis. This is my hotel room. It's pretty nice. I love Marriott, so nice and very like modern-esque. And there's a smart TV, which is my absolute favorite. So as long as I have a smart TV, I'm happy. Oh no, all my stuff just fell. We are in St. Louis. The light's kind of weird because the TV's like shining on me. But my stomach is growling. I am so hungry. So me and Roger are going to meet up. We're gonna shower, get out of these clothes, order some food before things shut down. Everything's closed, obviously, takeout only. And everything's closing early too. It's Saturday, but hopefully some things are open, and our pickup's not till 3:30 tomorrow, so we have a really long layover. So we're just gonna hang out, throw on some Netflix. Yeah, that's really it. It was a really long day, but we powered through, and tomorrow is go home day. So pickup is in about 10 minutes, and we had a really good layover. We got up, we slept in a little bit, and we went to the St. Louis Arch, and that is a super touristy place, and it was completely empty, so it was really cool to see it with no one around. And all of our photos, we had nobody in it, which was really nice. We walked around the arch, we got some fresh air, went for a walk, we grabbed some lunch, and now we are ready to go home. A 3-day trip. I am on reserve. Let's see. So I'm on reserve for 1 more day. I'm good for tomorrow for them to call me. I really hope they're not going to call me because I have been working so much and I just want to go home. And then if they don't call me, I am off for 6 days. I have 6 days off. So that'll be my little self-quarantining, I guess. Today we go from St. Louis to Chicago, and then Chicago to New York's LaGuardia. The St. Louis flight should only be about an hour, like very short, an hour. 2 people up front and 9 people booked in the back, and that's booked, so that's not even saying who's actually going to show up. And then on our Chicago New York flight, we have 1 person booked up front and 21 booked in the back. Now I can guarantee you that's not going to stay the same. It's definitely not going to be 21 people, because that's like the most I've ever seen, and I doubt 21 people are gonna show up. We land in New York at 10:40, so it's kind of a late one, but that's okay because I need 12 hours of rest when I get back. They can't call me until 10:40 a.m. tomorrow, so that's good. I only have like that 1 day, and they can't even call me until like 11 a.m. so That's good news. So let's hope that nothing cancels. We get home nice and smooth and I can sleep in my own bed tonight.